So I kept doing blogging for a while, and then I traveled to the US for a fellowship. And then I came back to Egypt. And right after I came back, the Washington Post was opening an office in Cairo to cover the region. It was the year of 2007. But we had to part. And actually we parted because of April 6th. So my boss was on vacation, and I wrote to her and I told her I want to go to Mahalla to cover the April 6th strike from there. But I have to be on an official assignment because most likely I'll be arrested and I'll need the Post to cover me. And she said, no, you stay in Cairo and nothing will happen. And if something happens, we'll take it from the wires. So she refused, and I was completely furious. So I started, I called up few friends, and all the reporters were calling me to ask, where should we send our cameras? It's a nationwide strike. And you know, if you are a newspaper or a TV station, you have a certain number of cameras and you want to know where it's the best, you don't want to miss a shot. So I realized that the mainstream media cannot cover this. So I called up a few friends, we bought some telephone lines, and we set up this hotline to receive pictures. We set up a blog and telephone lines to receive information from people if the national strike succeeded or not. And people started calling us and telling us, like, what is the school attendance percentage? Did people go to work today or not? In different places. And so we're getting so many reports from the people. And we were updating the blog all over the day. And it was very successful. So my boss came back, she was furious, and she fired me. Right after that, I got an offer from Al Masri Al-Yawm. They wanted to start a multimedia unit, and they had seen my activist video. Because I was doing a lot of videos on the workers' strike, like the tax collector strike and the Mahalla workers' strike. So they had seen my videos and they liked them. Al Masri Al-Yawm is a daily independent newspaper. I think it started in 2004. It was the second best circulating paper before the revolution. And the best circulating daily paper was Al-Ahram, the government paper, because of subscriptions. But now, after the revolution, Al Masri Al-Yawm became the number one, the best-selling paper, actually, the most selling in the streets now. They offered me the position to start the multimedia unit for the website. And I got in, I started thinking, where should we start? And I hired an editor, and we got one computer, one Apple computer, and some pocket cameras, like cell phone cameras. And we started training the reporters. I started training the reporters of Al Masri Al-Yawm. So they started shooting all the way, and we would do the central editing and post the videos online. And then there was an English edition of the website. It started after this was a few months. And then we started also subtitling the videos and doing the multimedia in bilingual. So we did this, and it became just bigger and bigger and bigger. We hired more people, we trained much more reporters. We started training the people who are the reporters who are outside Cairo, and then we started training the photographers to make videos as well. And then we started buying better cameras and more computers and more editors and blah, blah, blah. And now we are producing our first long documentary film. But it's much more difficult now because I'm the boss. So now I have to tell younger, more enthusiast journalists, I have to tell them what to do, and it's very difficult for me because in the times they want to be activists, or they want to, you know, do their own thing. They want to drop the cameras and go do something. I understand how they feel, and I still have to make them work.